Well, spring football practice kicked off today in Tuscaloosa for the Alabama Crimson Tide, and as our John Huddleston reports, Bama's offensive coaches will be looking to replace several key starters, including quarterback Greg McElroy.
With standouts leaving early for the NFL and others leaving because of graduation, the 2011 Tide offense will be vastly different from the 2010 team. Running back Trent Richardson might know that better than anyone.
I mean, it's different when I Mark around.
Heisman Trophy winner Mark Ingram's early departure definitely leaves a hole at running back. Don't get us wrong, with guys like Richardson, Eddie Lacy, Justin Fowler, Demetrius Good, and even newcomer D. Hart, the Tide is still rich in talent. But replacing Ingram's leadership, that's the challenge.
For the running backs, I'm a leader, and I think I'm a leader for the team too. Like I'm like the ones in front of the line all the time now, so it's kind of, I ain't got nobody to show me the ropes, like go through the motion first, so I just gotta make sure I know what I'm doing now.
And there are other positions where you'll see some new faces, like at receiver, where Bama looks to replace Julio Jones, or at left tackle, where the Tide has to fill the gap left by James Carpenter. But the biggest change in offense, or at least the most high-profile one, comes at the quarterback position. The Tide obviously lost Greg McElroy to graduation, and right now there are two players competing for the starting job.
You got A.J. McCarron, you got Phillip Sims going at it.
You can kind of see it in their eye. They've kind of both taken the reins as far as what they need to do to get that job.
And ultimately, who wins out, Coach Nick Saban says, will come down to a number of things, not the least of which is managing the offense and gaining the confidence of teammates.
Being able to execute, being knowledgeable in terms of what the expectation is of doing your job and the standard that you can do it to. And I think that develops confidence in the people around you.
In Tuscaloosa, John Huddleston, WVUA Sports.
Thank you, John. As we told you back on Sunday, Alabama safety Mark Barron was arrested this weekend in his hometown of Mobile and charged with hindering prosecution in the state of Alabama. That's a second-degree misdemeanor. Now, the Mobile Police Department says the Tide player refused to cooperate fully in regards to giving information about why his car had been wrecked and abandoned. Barron maintained it was taken without his permission, and it was later determined that his cousin took the vehicle. He was obviously trying to protect him. Today, the Tide safety was at practice there in the black jersey, number 4. Still not able to go full speed because of that pectoral muscle surgery he had. But after practice, Nick Saban talked about Mark Barron's situation.
This is all I'm going to say about this. You know, Mark Barron used poor judgment in sort of protecting his friend, his cousin, his relative, whatever you want to say, rather than cooperating with authorities and giving them the information they needed to investigate their case.
And Robbie Green, all pumped up about coming back. Well, Nick Saban tells us today that he's been suspended for a violation of team rules and policies. No word on when he might return. He missed all of last season because of an NCAA mandated suspension, so some bad news there.